up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. Okay, I'm right back, right? I'm right back. The other video was too mixed up. I mean, I guess I could have started it right later and been like, and put a timestamp in there, but it's okay. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. We are down here to talk about Salt Lake City, right? So we start off with Jen. She's in her closet, and she's with this guy named Dwayne, who she promised to get out of South Central and didn't call him back. I guess because she was going on with the stuff that she was having, the issues that she was having, and she took him out of South Central. I don't understand the story. I don't get it. I don't know how long he's known her. I didn't even look at his when they, put their names on there and then they put how they're associated to that person. I didn't look. So I don't know if he's a cousin, he's a family member, where she met this guy from. I don't know nothing about this guy, but they're in her closet and he's just looking at all her clothes like, damn, you got all this shit in here. You need to get some of this stuff away. And Ramadan is coming up, so part of the end of the year is that you need to give to charity, and so give it to charity. So we'll see. And her closet is huge. She had a lot of shit in her closet. Dude was like, you look like you got more stuff. Jen is living off those people, them elderly people, money. I hope she made some good investments, or I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. What Jen's going to come back looking like Erica Jane. She came back this season talking about she's shamazing. I can't stand her intro. It's just like, girl, it's a lack of self-awareness for me. But it's not really a lack of self-awareness because she knows what the fuck she's doing. That's why I don't fuck with people like that. Because you're not dumb. You've created a damn scam central down at Salt Lake City. That was the scam chalet over there. And you were over there been taking people's money. You're not that damn dumb. That's why she's very manipulative. That's why I don't understand. Heather, you and I are gonna have a problem because you coming off as a weak bitch, like on some real shit. You really coming off as a weak bitch, and I don't know what's wrong with you. Even baby, let me get to it. So she calls Heather and tells Heather she wants to meet up. And they show a clip that, what's her name said that she looked like a manatee, baby. And Shrek, bitch. We couldn't be friends. I'm the bitch. You calling me Shrek? And I'm a big girl. I'm a big, tall girl with a strong jaw. No, bitch. We're not going to be friends. No. We not going to be cool. No. Y'all could be friends after somebody. If you look like Heather and one of your friends called you Shrek, y'all would be friends? Girl. I don't know if I could come back from that bitch. And then not even that, she called a girl a racist. Not only, it's just too much. It's too much. Anyways, let's talk about Meredith. Seth comes in there with his face mask on. That shit was so funny. He done moved from Ohio to Mississippi. What's her name was like, see, I'm so glad I didn't move to Ohio because he now lives in Mississippi. So he goes back and forth to Mississippi now. Let me tell you something. Seth is following the money, okay? He's following the motherfucking money. And I'm not mad. So they start talking about Brooks and Jen. Brooks was on the phone when his dad came. And he was like, oh my God, you got that mask on? Whatever. So they talk about being in, Jen saying embarrassing stuff and how it's embarrassing. And she said something about, she liked a tweet that said something like slap Brooks, that sissy bitch. So do you guys think, I know besides besides this energy that Brooks is annoying, right? Did Brooks say anything to Jen Shaw online about her pocketbook? Because I'm trying to see where she was like, he said something derogatory about my vagina. And I'm like, what did he say? That he saw it? I don't want to see that old thing. Is that what he said? What did he say? I don't know what he said. So I'm trying to figure out why is she Adderall focused on Brooks? It doesn't make sense to me. And I'm with Seth. Seth was like, maybe it's just a misunderstanding because it sounds absolutely crazy. And And when you're in relationship with somebody that makes you feel like, bitch, this is like what's happening right now is crazy. It's crazy. That's why on the next episode, Meredith gets up and disengages once again, because I'm not about to sit here in your world of crazy and entertain you. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. I gotta go, because you're being stupid. You're trying to get people to suspend logic. No, I'm not. I can't do that. You're manipulative. I'm not around you. Because I'm with Seth. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. So we get to Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby, her cousin Joe comes over. He's old raggedy ass, dusty ass contractor. The worst contractor. She called him the worst contractor, okay? The worst contractor she's ever met. He's going to take him 6 years to do something. She was like, because family. Child, no, that's not an excuse. I'm not hiring you if you can't get the job done. But anyways, that's family, honey. So she wants to redecorate her house because she said she was trapped. She's been trapped in that damn house, and she's been looking at the decoration like, girl, what were you thinking? I must have been on my period. I saw these. Girl, what she said, I was in a dark place. I said, come on, Mary. I was so tickled by that. I am seeing more of Mary's personality. I didn't get that personality last season. She's funny. She's funny, y'all. Don't say that I'm hypnotized. Somebody said I was hypnotized by Mary. Don't get hypnotized by Mary Cosby. Shout out to Mary Cosby. Let me tell you something. One thing I am fascinated with is people who can run a goddamn cult. I am fascinated by those people. So if Mary Cosby is running a cult, I'm truly fascinated to see. Because somebody said on Twitter the other day, oh my God, Mary is running a cult. I said, well, just tell them to stop following her. Just tell them to stop. Oh, look at that dog, how big it is. What kind of dog is that? That dog is so big. It is it's beige. It doesn't look like a golden retriever, but it's big like that. It has I don't know what kind of dog is that. It's tan and it has a black nose. It's big with long legs. What kind of dog is that? It's so cute. I want a big dog, but they're too big, and I'm not cleaning up out no big dog. Not no big dog. My dog is only 14 pounds. It's enough. The next animal is a cat. For sure. I had a sign yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna get a cat. A cat came to my door the other day and came up the stairs, came to the door, and was sitting at the door. And then when I opened the door, was trying to come in. I was like, what? Oh, here's another dog. Another man with dogs. What's going on? These are big dogs, and these are people I have never seen before. That's a Rottweiler and somebody else. What's the other dog? I don't know what kind of dog that is. It's probably a mutt. Anyways, that's enough talk. So she said she's been trapped in that house and she's redecorating. And so for 18 years, she's been there since the second day that she had 2-day-old. She brought her 2-day-old back to that house. And she said her son is not listening to her. He's 18. She went in his room. He don't need to come out his room if he got a refrigerator in his room. His room was decorated really nice. I was like, yes, Robert. You better have a nice room. He has his room decorated nice. He's laying in the bed smiling because he knows the damn camera is on him. Get that camera off of me. But she said she told her son, she wants her son to be in a healthy relationship and a healthy person. And I just want him to be with a healthy girl. And then this is the thing. Y'all be so mad. Y'all be so mad at the girls, the kids, using the term fish. And I be all the time. I be like, y'all have to redirect your energy for that word to heterosexual people, because and I know y'all like to say that I go up for the LGBTQ family, and do okay, because that's never gonna change. Okay, it's never gonna change. Okay, she's been that way since elementary school, so bitch, it's not gonna change. Okay, but when y'all get mad, y'all have a negative connotation of the word fish, and because it's attributed to you having poor hygiene, that's what it is. It's attributed to you having poor hygiene. And the saying goes, if you don't keep a clean puss, you don't keep a clean house. You see how they got you guys to clean the house, make sure you have a clean house. Because if your house ain't clean, that means your pussy ain't clean. If your pussy ain't clean, that means your house ain't clean. See how they correlate those things together? So to keep your asses clean in the house. Anyways, the negative connotation that you guys have with the word fish does not come from the LGBTQ family. It comes from the heterosexual folks. She told her son, if it smelled like fish, run, because it's not supposed to smell like fish. That's what she said. Anything else? Okay, great. All right, let's go. Lisa, Jenny, and Jen go to Jenny's house. Oh, no. Jen's house. I think they went to Jen's house. They said Jenny was a wedding singer, baby. When she started singing, I hollered, because let me tell you something. I was running around in the house, and I have my headphones on, listening to them, talk, and then coming back and writing my notes and listening to them talk or whatever. But when she started singing, I ran back to the phone to see. I was like, what, Jenny? She was like, yes, I used to be a wedding singer. That was funny. Anyway, so they're sitting down, and Lisa tells Jen Shaw that Meredith has some hurt feelings, and Jen says, I don't understand why. And she's like, I forgot that she came after her marriage. I thought, I've been focused so much on what she's been talking about Brooks. I forgot she was like dropping little shit that her and Seth were not in a good place, or that she was seeing somebody else. Remember? And she showed somebody that picture. Yeah, Jen, you keep coming after that lady's family. Did y'all see what she said on Watch What Happens Live? And she said, well, I told you, don't come for my family. Didn't I warn you about coming to my family, or coming for my family? She said, Andy asked her, did you tip off the feds? And she says, well, I told y'all not to mess with my family. She didn't say whether she did or not. Let me tell you something. People have been following Jen Shaw for a very long time now. They don't need anybody from motherfucking the cast to tell on Jen. Jen is telling on herself. She's the one that signed up for a television show, not Meredith didn't make her sign up for a television show. They've been watching Jen Shaw. And what a perfect way to exploit and show what you've been doing. Just show everything that you've been doing so they can build a case against you, right? And investigate you, okay? That don't have nothing to do with Meredith. She says, yeah, but it's like, it's deep when you go for the kids. And she says he attacked my vagina and said derogatory things about my vagina. I'm trying to figure out what she said about what he said about her vagina. It doesn't make sense to me. That's why it's like, it's hard to stay talking about something that doesn't make sense, because then you start feeling like you're fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like talking about shit that don't make sense. Because I'm like, I don't even understand why I'm talking about this right now, because the shit is dumb. Like, that's how I be feeling. I'm a Virgo. That's how I feel. I'm feeling like that, okay? So Jen said she's going to write an apology book. That was funny. She said, I'm going to write an apology book for 100 different ways to apologize for the same thing, bitch. That was funny. Oh, that was funny to me. But then she started crying. For what? What? Why is it always on me? Girl, because you're the terrorist. That's why it's always on you. You're the one always terrorizing people. Jenny was looking at her like, girl, what? Jenny go, I don't think that Jenny is going to have a problem saying what she needs to say to Jen Shaw. I cannot wait for those personalities to clash. You wait. You just wait. Mark my words. Anyways, Heather is at the store with Whitney. They're shopping. Heather says they were dressed the same. They were not. Heather is crazy. That was funny. That thing where they said about the knitted beaver, and Heather, I want somebody to wear Heather's ass out. I'm so tired of her talking about, I wouldn't mind if it was. Somebody's like, did you have your knit? When was the last time you had your beaver knitted? She was like, girl, it's been a long time. And then when she was getting dressed, she said, I'm a modest mother of 3. Shut up, Heather. That was so funny to me. And she said one thing that she, even though she doesn't practice that faith anymore, one thing she has taken from it and will not, stop practicing is the pursuit of excellence in all things. I said, I know that's fucking right. Is that one of the tenets in Mormonism, Latter-day LDS? The pursuit of excellence in all things. That's what's up. But everything else, I don't know. Anyway, so Jen Shaw, she tells Jen Shaw FaceTimed her, and she says that she's going to lunch. And Whitney was like, girl, what? Like, Whitney was looking at her crazy. And then, wait a minute. When I was in I was in the bathroom, right? Everything was set up in the bathroom, and I'm watching it while I'm getting ready. And I was walking out of the room when she said, it felt real. It felt real, Whitney. Girl, I went back to look at her crazy, and Whitney was looking at her crazy too. I ran back to the phone to be like, Heather, what? Heather, girl, what the hell? And when I hit the corner and saw Whitney's face, like, girl, what? I said, yes, girl, me and you both. We both looking at your ass crazy. It felt real. Are you crazy? She manipulates you. She manipulates you, Heather, and I don't know how, and I don't know why. You don't seem like you're less than smart. I don't know how. Anyway, she was like, I don't really kind of agree with that because I picked you up off the floor, last year. And she was like, you know how when you tell a kid, don't touch the curling iron. Did y'all hear the little sizzle in the background? Probably I heard it because I had my headphones on. They're so stupid, production. She said, you need to make her work for it. You need to make her work for your friendship. I don't know if Heather is like all this, this shiny stuff that Jen brings into her face. Maybe she just gets distracted by shiny things. A lot of people do. A lot of people get distracted by shiny things and can easily be manipulated. Just hold something shiny in their face and they'll be like, ooh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, maybe that's what it is, because I don't think that Heather is a dummy. But you coming off as one. I'm looking at you crazy, girl. Anyways, we get to Jenny and Carolyn. Is that her name? Carolyn? She got that grown ass name and she's so little, telling jokes and stuff. I said, oh, we got one. She likes the cameras. Little Carolyn telling jokes. Anyway, so Jenny shares with us that she had a medical clinic, and after she had her kids and everything, she sold her medical clinic because I guess she wasn't spending time with her kids, is what she implied, I guess. And she's been a stay-at-home mom, but she feels like she's now Dewey's housekeeper. Duh. Isn't that the point? Baby, why did she say that there was hair in the ravioli? I thought she was just playing. I thought she was telling another joke, but she was for real. Jenny talking about just eat this. It's protein. Anyways, so she's saying that they noticed that a little, the chair, they don't notice, but the chair is empty. They said at the table, we got an empty chair. So Dewey wants another baby. So we're going to see how that's going to play out. That's a good storyline. He wants another baby. And, because she says in Vietnamese culture that, having a lot of kids, you're seen like you're wealthy because clearly you got some money if you could take care of all these goddamn kids. Probably that's what it looks like. I mean, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But she was like, next topic. I'm cool. And in the next week where he was like, and I want a kid. I'm like, it's so crazy how in a marriage, he could ask for that, but it's ultimately up to the woman. It's like the power that we have, and that's why these men want to control it. It's like you have something that they are not able to do, and it's crazy. There is something that you a man, you a big bad man, but there's something that you cannot do. You cannot do it, and you can't make nobody. That's why they're so hell bent on controlling the woman's body, because we are able to do what they cannot do. And they want to control that, want to be able to control that. When he said, he was like, I want another baby, I was like, damn, like, how do you do that? Maybe she'll get a surrogate, because she don't want to carry no other, but she's like, no, I'm cool. Maybe she just doesn't want another baby. I don't know if it's carrying the baby. I don't know what it is, but she said no. It's a crazy dynamic when you start thinking about that, when the husband wants children. And it's like, okay, we're married. That's part of why we're married, but ultimately it's her decision. You literally can't do nothing about it. What you gonna do? Take her to court? Did you have an agreement to have so many kids? Like, what was in the contract? Anyways, Whitney is talking to her husband, And she's telling her husband that she wants $1 billion company. And he was like, basically, yeah, that's great, but we got to make sure we're not neglecting the children, basically. She was like, well, I need for us to be more of a team. I don't want to lose the dynamic of our relationship. I said, come on, communication. I loved that they were having that conversation. I love it because a lot of people do not communicate in their relationships. And when the sex, starts dwindling, some people don't say anything, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And then she says, I need sex just as much as you. And I don't want the sex to feel like it's a chore. And, I don't want it to feel robotic. Baby, when Whitney, I keep calling that girl Heather. When Whitney got up and she was like, the producer was like, what's robotic sex? She was like, robotic sex is like this. I said, come on, Whitney. She said, and then she like got up and she leaned on the chair. She leaned there and was going like this, like, are you done? Are you done? She said, and it's like, are you done? She said, it used to be like that, but she was like, but you wanted to be like, oh yes. And she was doing her body like that. I said, come on, Whitney, bitch. Whitney is my girl. I like Whitney. I like Whitney. When she was there, when she dropped that cake and she hollered because she knew she had fucked up. The second time she dropped that cake, bitch, go back and watch it with the second time she dropped that cake, how she hollered like, bitch, I know I did not drop this cake for a second time. So shout out to communication in relationships. I am here for it. So we get to Jen Shah and fucking Heather meeting at the ice castles. That ice castle shit was nice as hell. It kind of reminded me of The Shining a little bit. The maze outside of the hotel. It reminded me that a little bit. Jen comes down in a sled to greet Heather. That was cute. I was like, okay, that's cute. And then that's what Heather was like. She's casting her spell. I just put a bunch of dollar signs right here. I really think that Heather is she's like a damn puppy. She sees something and it's like, oh gosh, I forgot what I was mad about, girl. You doing all this stuff. It was set up really, 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 really nice. She said, so what are we going to do, girl? She was like, well, I don't appreciate the digs behind my back. She goes through all of the names that Jen has called her. Girl, you calling me names? I don't know, you guys. Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, how long have you ever been in a relationship with somebody, like a friendship, and they're calling you names online? Like, how do you, I don't know. I was really like, Heather, what? Like, I don't know. She was like, and then you called me a racist. You pulled that card at such a charged time. Why would you do that? And then this bitch turns around and says, you hurt my feelings too. And then she was like, girl, what? So that was your way? What I said at the reunion about you being the nexus of motherfucking drama? Yes, that's real. That's real true. Did you watch last season, Jen? You were a Tasmanian devil, like a terrorist, like, girl, going off on everybody, yelling at people and screaming at people, like, really crazy. Did you watch last season? She's like, well, you post something, about me. She was like, well, you don't need to believe everything you read. She was like, girl, this is your name with a blue check. See, that's when I have to disengage, because now you're playing with me and I might slap the shit out of you. I know we don't condone violence, but I feel like I'm getting tensed up and my nervous system is lightening up. And because I feel like you fucking with me. Girl, this is your name. Baby, when Heather was like, hey, honey, boo, boo. Bitch, when I tell you, I screamed. She said, hey, honey, boo, boo. She said, that's not me. See, I would have threw a damn snowball in her face. I would have got some snow and threw it in her face. Bitch, don't play with me. Now you're playing with me. You didn't call me names. You didn't call me a racist. Now you're saying I shouldn't believe what I see. And it's your name with a blue check. She said, girl, it's a mess. So she was like, I don't. She's like, I feel like I don't belong here. She's playing that card, right? I'm the only brown girl card. I thought you was the queen of the damn chalet. Anyway, so she says, these people don't understand. I'm coming from a place of love, and honestly, when she said that, it was just like, I said it last year about Jen. That when I tell you guys all the time, every single one of us has a different definition of the word love. And if Jen says that that is her demonstration of love and it doesn't feel like love to you, it might be how she expresses love. That's how she learned it. But if it doesn't resonate with you and you don't feel it in your heart chakra, understand me? Then you don't feel it resonating, that's not love. But for her, that's what love looks like. I don't like that kind of love, girl. You could keep that love. Why is it so hard? Because you are a terrorist, like, period. There's no other word to describe Jen Shah's behavior. You terrorize people. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. She said, I look at the good stuff. That's what Heather was saying. She was like, people don't see the good stuff. She was like, that's why I'm here, because I see the good in you. I see the good stuff. She was like, but you need to stop doing it. You have to change. And she was like, I don't think that how Jen is being treated has anything to do with her skin color. It has to do with her temper. And I'm so glad that Heather wasn't afraid to say that. Because, with protected groups of people, sometimes you feel like you don't know if you could say something, especially as a white person, right? But I'm glad she said that, like, girl, it's not about your skin tone. It's about your goddamn temper, okay? It don't have shit to do with you being brown. Girl, get the fuck out of here. She said, you do all of this shit. You hurt people's feelings, but then you don't apologize. When has she said sorry? Now, Heather, she has said sorry, because earlier they did a montage of how many times she said sorry. But sorry means nothing without what? Changed behavior, right? Your words mean nothing without you changing your behavior. I don't care. I want to be your friend if that's what you want. That's what she said. She was like, but I will not suspend disbelief when it comes to showing you proof of what you did. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me that this is not real and try to play me like that, because now you are insulting me. You have insulted me. You have called me names. I'm trying to figure out, Heather, what does friendship look like for you at your big ass age? This might be something that little girls deal with, like having that one mean friend that says mean things, and this was probably Jen as a little girl, saying mean things. Oh, shut up, you don't like me and you don't love me. And then running off and then coming back, here, I got a candy for you. You want a candy? You want a popsicle? Like, that was probably Jen. And she said, and even Heather said, it's her temper is probably why people treat her well, because they're walking on eggshells. I said it the other day on Twitter, if you're in a relationship with someone and your nervous system is shot, where you anxious and you feel like you got to walk on eggshells all the time, it's time to reevaluate that relationship and decide on whether or not your nervous system being regulated and you being in a calm, peaceful space is more important than this being around this person. Like, literally, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not. I don't know what Heather sees and how she views friendship. I'm looking at you crazy just like your cousin was looking at you crazy in that store. Girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? And what does friendship look like for you? Because I could see supporting people. I understand all that. But when it starts flowing into our shit where you are now insulting me, you're lying, you're calling me names online, you're like, I don't know. So she says, I'm sorry for the repost. I need to change the way that I communicate. I appreciate you. Sorry for not being there for you. And then she says she likes Heather because they know the same rap songs. That's how, I don't know. I feel like it's a joke, but I also feel like she feels like that. The shit is weird. And I don't know if Heather grew up in a home with an alcoholic or somebody who was not, where she had to be like a people pleaser, codependent type relationship. I don't know. Maybe it was with her husband, and maybe she's just mimicking this relationship again. I don't know, but I would really like to understand what is friendship to Heather, because what Jen Shaw demonstrates is not a friend. So anyways, we're going to see what happens next week. It was a fun episode, very comprehensive, very full episode. And that's all I got for y'all today. Take care of each other, protect your energy. I'll see you down in the comments. Peace.